6:39 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Australia, the 27th of August 2018. It's time for our viewers' voice. Matilda, you have a nice setup there. Out fishing, what a great setting to do a YouTube. Fantastic, mate. Thank you. Jenny Burlock, this breaks your heart. I never would do this to either of my grandmas when they were alive. Such a destructive cult. And it has gotten worse since I left 13 years ago, and it will get worse, won't it? In fact, I'm going to play that again. I'm going to play that one more time. Terrible. Oh, hang on.
Hi everybody, this is Dr. Jason W. Morrison.
Let's find it. Let's find it. Is it? Here. Yeah. Righto, let's play this, guys. I'm trying to get volume viewers.
What's going on? The following video is 93-year-old Grandma Mary Lou Bruno. This is her plea to her only granddaughter to visit her before she loses her eyesight. Grandma Mary Lou spent 50 years of her life in the Jehovah's Witness organisation before she and Grandpa Bill disassociated themselves from what the group. I'll leave you to read it, Bill.
Hello, Jessica. I am 93 years old. I will be 94 in January, and my eyesight is going bad. I'd love to see you before I lose my eyesight. Remember, you're the granddaughter that I took care of ever since you were born. And I love you. I still love you, and I would love to see you. Would you please call me or come by to see me? I'd love to see you, but I don't know what else to do.
This organisation needs to be stopped. They haven't got a clue of Christianity. They haven't got a clue. Not a clue. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
I called you, and you hung up on me, and that wasn't very nice.
No.
So if you will come by or call me, I'd love to see you. After all, I took care of you ever since you was born. And other people are very nice to me, except Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. How do people end up like this over a dirty, rotten, filthy, stupid religious ideal? Oh. Terrible. They're a cult, alright. And they do break up families. That's my judgment. Wow. JW.org. If you're not subscribed to that channel, please do.
Good. It's terrible, isn't it, when you think about it? Let's go back to the comments. Terrible. Never forget that video. It's so sad. Venora Moon. This was a good video, and I highly recommend John Cedar to anyone, and so do I. Thanks, Venora. Green Goddess. Hello there. The 1914 date, isn't that a real kicker? It's comical. It's so pathetic. Green Goddess. False predictions stated as facts, and Bible-based promises, dead and gone, generation after generation of fooled ones, of lies. It's sad. Very sad. Jenny B52. This is good advice for anyone leaving any high control group. I am not DFD yet, and I post all kinds of different videos, even some of yours. Thanks, Jenny. I also read the org has infiltrated the CIA. Could you ask if there is any truth to this? Is there any truth to, if anybody's watching this, is there any truth that the org is connected with the CIA? Gee whiz. Ray Aldrich, maybe call him. Samuel, absurd. Venora Moon, JW Evangelism. Guy must be wearing a scarlet A for apostate, the way the JWs are acting. These JWs can be so lazy these days. We were not allowed to be so lazy when we had to knock at doors. You had to be ready to think on your feet and discuss questions to the householder, or of the householder. Kim and Mikey's video. Many brothers often interpret compliment as meaning slaves, servants and property. Twisted thinking. Kim and I would be great friends because I have always been a strong woman. With spunk. Good on you, Venora. I'm sure you are. Jenny B52, good video, Doc. Very, very helpful advice. I'm going to share this. Oh gosh. I might have a form of this. Along with everyone else my physical body has endeared so far. Along with everything else my physical body has endeared so far. Venora Moon, Catacomb, Melanie J. Morris. She makes a good public announcement and warning. Yeah, good. Venora Moon, Catacomb, Dude 77, Death Threat, always a tool used by the Watchtower and Track Society, as she said, even shunning. Losing your family support is equivalent to death. She has it down pat. Also, the fear of getting outside therapy has been part of the indoctrination of JWs. They are not to turn to psychiatry and or therapy. Somehow, these things are evil. Oh dear. Venora's put something on here. And I think we'll watch it. Speaking about the domestic I'll leave it to you. I'll get out of the picture.
So we received your letter. Thank you for that. It's good.
Let me see my mobile one.
No need to. We commend you for wanting to be back in the congregation.
Thanks for this, Venora.
To be, and that's where Jehovah wants you to be. So well done for that. When we spoke to you last time, we commended you. Do you remember why?
Kind of. I think that you said to me that I was doing everything you wanted me to do.
Do you remember the previous time we met with you?
No. We've had a few meetings. I can't remember.
The time before, we were very concerned because we heard a lot of reports about you that were not good, and we were very worried about. Last time we met with you, we felt you were improving.
That you heard no reports?
That's right. Okay. Unfortunately, we're sad to say, we feel there's been a slip backwards, and we're starting to just hear one or two things that you've done or said, and we're worried about that. So,
do you feel you've heard reports that I've been doing things that are unscriptural?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're a bit disturbed by that. So
are you going to discuss those reports with me, or have you got evidence?
Well, just as an example, speaking to members of the congregation.
Oh, right. People have. What? You've been speaking to members of the congregation?
No, we've had reports that you've spoken to people, members of the congregation.
Oh, no, I haven't spoken to anybody.
Okay, well.
Oh, Gary Horton phoned me.
Okay. We've had reports
is Gary Horton allowed to phone me?
Well, we'll ask you what we're concerned about. You spoke to people in McDonald's, and you said it was okay for you to speak to them. So we're very worried about that.
Who did I speak to in McDonald's?
Jessica Church.
No.
Church.
No, I haven't spoken to them. No.
Okay, well, we've heard otherwise. So are you saying the two girls were telling lies?
Well, no, that's putting words into my mouth, Mike. What I'm actually saying is I'm denying those reports. Right. So I've not heard what Jessica Church has said to anybody, and I've not heard what Laura Church has said to anybody. So I can't say that anybody is lying, because that would be completely unscriptural for me to say.
Has there been a misunderstanding with that situation?
Quite possibly, because I haven't spoken to anybody.
So you absolutely deny?
Absolutely, yes, of course I do.
We'll look into that further. There's just one or two other things we're concerned about as well.
Yeah, one thing that really concerned us is the ongoing situation with Lee.
My ongoing situation with Lee?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so what have you heard about
I was told the other week.
By who?
Doesn't matter by who.
Sorry, it doesn't matter. Oh right, doesn't it matter who told you? Okay.
That's, you had the police call at his flat.
No, I deny that. I didn't phone the police to call to his flat.
You followed him into the flat apparently.
I didn't. Right, no,
You followed him into the flat with the police, is that right?
no,
No.
that's not
Once
right.
again, but we're conflicting reports.
So yeah,
You're
yeah,
denying reports that we're hearing.
yeah. Who told you that?
Well, it doesn't matter who told me.
Oh right, okay.
That's the reports I'm getting.
No, that's not what happened at all. Ethan texted me and he said to me, "Mom, I'm scared of my dad." And then after he texted me,
Why would he tell you?
why would my son tell me he's scared of his
Why
dad?
wouldn't he tell the people who were looking after him? Because he's been sitting on your chair, hasn't he? By the social services.
Well, this is all based on misunderstandings and false reports. So you're saying to me that it's not important who's giving you the report. Obviously, it's extremely important because we need to get all the facts straight. And at the moment, everybody hasn't got all the facts. So the situation is that Ethan, my son, is upset about who he's living with because he's disclosing domestic violence. And that's the problem. Just like what happened previously, he's continuing with his domestic violence. So, and that's a fact, and it needs to be investigated
What do
properly.
you think the social services would be onto that, or the people who were there to look after that?
What do you mean the people who were there, who were looking after Ethan?
Social services.
No, they're not.
You've got another
Yeah,
organisation,
Ethan-
have you? That
yeah, so
keep an eye on them.
to be quite honest, Ernie, none of this is really any of your business. Really, quite frankly, it's none of your business. And right, he has told the social worker that he doesn't want to live with his dad because his dad is violent towards him, and he's reported that. So obviously we're living in Satan's world and Satan's system of things. So it's not working the way God's arrangement would hope it to, and this is why there's God permits suffering. And the social worker hasn't got all the facts straight because the social worker, the family division, are supposed to interview him, and they did not follow through with that procedure. And I did not phone the police. It was somebody else who phoned the police, which really, and they don't even know witnesses. They've got nothing to do with the Watchtower Bible Tract Society or anything like that. It's somebody who's very interested in my son and his suffering.
Wouldn't be a daughter, would it?
No,
No.
it's not either. So all these reports that you're hearing...
Can I put another situation to you?
Yeah.
Ernie's just mentioned Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe, what's going on with Chloe now? Has she stayed in yours recently?
Well, that's something that you obviously have to ask Chloe.
Well, I'm
but-
asking you because it's your house.
Right, well, she had some necessary business that she had to deal with to come and stay with me. To do the finances and the mortgage.
Right, can I ask a question? Was she with anyone?
That's something that you need to ask
Well, I'm
her.
asking you because it's your house.
No,
So you're saying no?
No.
So she wasn't alone with a worldly male in the house, your house?
she wasn't alone with a whirly male.
Okay.
No.
So, do you see, the reason we're going to end this now is you're denying these things what we're hearing about. Last time we commended you because we didn't hear anything. Now, it's becoming, there's lots of misunderstandings again now, and we're hearing a few of these things.
There is quite a lot of gossip that's been
But
going
Sam,
on.
you said that the first time, and you said it was the CO. You said you denied all that. And we had reports from the circuit overseer. So now you're telling us these are all misunderstandings again. It worries us. We want a good period to go by where we don't hear anything and we don't have to investigate these things and ask you, well, what about this? We want things to go quiet again. You to come to the meetings, be prepared, and not to be hearing any of these things.
Okay, so basically, you've heard reports that I've been having conversations with people in the congregation. You've heard reports that Chloe's visiting me with a whirly boyfriend, and you've heard reports that something's going on with Lee and the police. So really, what you're saying to me, because of these things, Jehovah isn't happy with all these reports that are going on. And do you know what? To be honest, brothers, I can understand your perspective as a judicial committee. Projects as well to try and keep myself spiritually strong. And I've got to the point now, after more than a year has passed, 16 months, and 5 letters to get reinstatement stated, I've got to the point now where I'm starting to feel somewhat discouraged with the whole reinstatement process. And when I do study and read the Bible, I think of Bible examples such as the prodigal son, and where he was forgiven straight away. He came back to his father, and his father ran up to him, and his father didn't say anything. Oh, wait a minute, we need to. We've had some reports. We need to do a reinstatement process. This isn't the example that's in the Bible. So when I read these examples, and the example of Peter, and he denied Jesus 3 times. Jesus knew he was going to do it, but Jesus just forgave him straight away. And he didn't say to him, well, hang on a minute, I forgive you, but you can't participate in meeting discussions for 6 months. He said, well, look, I'm going to give you responsibility to prove to you that I've forgiven you. And then there's other examples, like Manasseh, but it's the complete opposite. And I feel that reports about the police, and reports about whirly boys, and reports about conversing with people in the congregation aren't anywhere near as serious as the things that Manasseh did. And Manasseh got forgiven. And, I'm starting to beginning to feel that, perhaps Jehovah doesn't really want me in his organisation. If he wanted Manasseh, he doesn't want me. I must be some awful, nasty piece of work. And I just feel right now that I don't even know if I'm up to continuing. I'm putting in a 6th letter because I don't feel that really Jehovah is treating me the same way as these cited Bible examples. And I feel that also I've done my best for him so much. And you know what? That's all he wants. He doesn't ask for more than my best. And I'm going to die at Armageddon if I don't put another letter in. And because he'll understand why it's been too much too stressful for me.
All we want you to do is get your life sorted out.
Well,
That's all we want.
you want me to get my life sorted out, Graham? Right, okay. So really, what you're saying is that I'm responsible.
Why don't you let Graham speak? Let Graham speak.
That we're in a position and we've got to make judgments before Jehovah about individuals like yourself.
Yeah, I understand that you've
We-
got to make
We've
a
got
judgment.
no gains by keeping people out.
I know you don't, Graham. I know.
We can't let people in because they feel they're ready to come in. We've got to do things right before Jehovah.
You've got to do
And
it
that's-
Jehovah.
These idiots haven't got a clue. That's intrusive. It's invasion of people's privacy. That's not how ministers do things. That is a real sign of a horrible, wicked cult. It's a horrible cult.
That's why.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
So,
and to the
but
one
there
I
isn't a
read
great
about
deal
them.
of debate. Now, we're not debating anything now. We're just telling you.
Oh no, I understand why the 3 of you have come to the decision that you've come to. However, what I'm trying to say is that it's not really in line with what I'm reading about how Jesus did things and how Jehovah did things from the Bible.
That's right.
So it's more about not how the way that you brothers are treating me. It's more about the actual reinstatement process and how the reinstatement process is making me feel. And obviously, you've got your guidelines and rules by the society in your pay attention to God's flock, which obviously only elders can read. But you've got that guidance from the governing body, which obviously to me feels at the moment it's different from what I'm reading in the Bible. So because there is no reinstatement process, but I completely understand the fact that you are following those guidelines in that book, and that's fine. I'm not trying to give you brothers any kind of ultimatum or trying to change your mind.
You can't give us an ultimatum.
No, I wouldn't do
Sam,
that. I'm just saying that I don't feel at the moment that I want to continue with this reinstatement process.
But we know you can do it. We know you love Jehovah.
Oh,
A number of months,
Absolutely.
we commended you.
gosh.
This conversation could have been quite different if you'd have kept.
Are these people for real? They need to be locked up. If that isn't some kind of, that is psychological punishment. That's not Christianity, what's going on in this. It's psychological punishment. Who made up this way of fixing things? There's no forgiveness in there.
That hard work, but we just feel.
I can't control Lee's violence, can I? And I don't. And you know what,
We just
Mike? It's
feel-
really difficult. I don't know how to deal well with the social workers. I don't know how to
We could-
expose.
We're not
the
going to
domestic
continue
violence.
this for much longer.
Yeah.
We told you the reason why.
Yeah.
We don't want to discourage you. We
Oh,
want
well,
to,
I
we
know
want to
that you-
encourage you to remind you that you can do it. You've already shown this committee that you can.
But what I don't understand is, viewers, what are they expecting this woman to do? What are they expecting this woman to do? My gosh. Oh my gosh, what a horrible organisation.
Be orderly. You can put your life in order. You've shown us you can do that.
Well,
we
to be
want
fair-
we want you to just
To be
make
fair,
more
Mike, you
efforts.
just never heard about the stuff. You just never heard about the rumours. I have had it up to here with the way that the domestic violence that Lee is inflicting on Ethan, and it's been really, really stressful, and it's out of my control. And I hope that you can understand that trying to deal with the authorities has been challenging for me, and I don't feel it's going to ever get put right until the judge accepts that Ethan is old enough to make his own mind up where he wants to live. And that's the only point at where maybe I will be in a position to start attending meetings again and put in another letter. But at the moment, like Graham, you said to me, I need to put my life in order. But really, I need to be able to, like, my dad's going to hire the most expensive solicitors, and you know what? It's a very, very challenging and trying situation in these last days. That there's a lot of suffering. So I don't really personally think that any one of you is doing anything, you know, against me, and I don't hold any grudges or anything like that, and I don't want you to think that I'm going to go away and say anything negative about the three of you.
I would.
I understand there is another book.
I would. I'd be going and I would be reporting these idiots to the police. These guys are... This is psychological torture, what they're doing to... Why should she... Viewers, why should this woman live up to these stupid, whatever they are, expectations of this wicked organisation? They've got no idea. They're not helping her.
That probably says things about the reinstatement process that isn't in the Bible, and you need to be obedient to that.
There's a little bit more to it than that.
Well,
Yes, there is a lot more to it than that. It's demonised. The whole thing's cult demonised procedures.
I'm trying to show you that I understand your position as elders shepherding the flock.
Well, we've got a responsibility.
Absolutely.
Before Jehovah and to the congregation.
Now listen to me. This woman is supposed to be part of the congregation, and the best they can do is tell her to get out. That's not shepherding, that's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Please open your eyes.
We try and give a lot of thought and get things right. We want to benefit the individual like yourself. We were just talking about before, we want a person to come back in the congregation at the right time for them and for the congregation. At this moment in time, we don't feel it's the right time.
Mm-hmm. I understand why you feel that way.
Thanks for your time then, Sam.
Fantastic. Now, back to what we were doing. Where was I? Got to find me comments. Not there. Not there. Where'd it go? We'll have to start again. Here. There we go. Okay, well, thanks for that, Benora. That's what I want to do. I want to show things like this. Exposing the Watchtower. Be warned. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, whatever his problems are, mate, he's doing a good job of exposing the Watchtower Society. That was my reply to him. Benora Moon. Wonder who the man was that beheaded John the Baptist. I wonder if the man who did the beheading had a conscience and how he lived with having to follow Herod's order to behead John the Baptist. So do I, Benora. Benora Moon, Act 6, full of the Spirit. That could mean booze, joyfulness, or whatever. Exactly, Benora. The Spirit clarifies it all. No, JWs will not do what is considered as laying on of hands. Bad demonized thing. They'll only pray for the one needing it, either out loud in the presence of the one or silently on their own. Benora Moon from Jenny B52. If they feel prayer is necessary, but you're right, no laying on of hands. Oh gosh. Hang on. Benora Moon. They live by such fear. Anything they do not understand, they fear, and say it is something demonic. Not every religion or those of faith are comfortable to me, but I find no need to judge. God works through all of us in different ways and according to our talent, just as he did with the disciples. Very courageous of talking about the Christian comedy man. Jenny B52, I stopped it, Doc, just when he was saying something about his personal opinion and the sound cut out. Yeah, I put that one back on, Jen. I put that one back on. Thanks for the feedback. Benora Moon, Acts 8. So, the Spirit said, a real eye-opener there. Oops, JW's messed up there. How they skim over that. Yeah, thanks, Benora. I like that you guys are following along with me because, you know, I've got a doctorate and I'm doing a PhD and all this, that and the other, but I'm really no different to you guys. I learn every time I read. I make mistakes, you know. Together we're just trying to see what's there. Acts 8 verse 31 is where the JWs justify their need for literature from the Watchtower to guide explain the Bible. We cannot understand the Bible without their guidance. Amazing. God can create us, but somehow cannot communicate with us without the Watchtower guidance. Being a publishing company would have nothing to do with it. Oh, geez, that Watchtower Society. 1 John 4:1. Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits, whether they are of God, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. An Anglo-Scottish as a true pagan 9 minutes ago. Great video. Hails. Well, it's now 7:06 a.m, 27th of August 2018. This is Dr. Jason W. Morrison, Theologist, New South Wales, Australia. Bye for now. Yeah, Dr. Jason Morrison, Theologist again. I just want to say thank you for watching the videos and I hope you got plenty of self-rediscovery and freedom out of it. If you watched it on YouTube, please share or like, maybe even comment. If you watched it on Facebook, like, comment, share. But most of all, get out and live. This isn't a rehearsal. You've got a one-off life. Don't let your loyalty and your faithfulness blind you to the life that you should be experiencing. Till the next video, thank you for watching and bye for now.